the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their 25-yard line.
In motion goes Patrick. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
In motion goes Patrick. Williams going to get it again on second down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown!
James Cook.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he stopped immediately there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action with Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got room to roam.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
The give is to McLaughlin.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now receiver in motion left.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
McLaughlin.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, here's Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go play action now. Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
Now Wilson. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Deontay Hardy.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Bass on for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bills 48, Broncos 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 54 yards.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Jaleel McLaughlin. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
35. Broncos 15.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
In motion goes Patrick.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep the deficit at 20.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook up the gut. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Cook. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 15.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
8-yard pickup. And the Broncos 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A pickup of 2 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deontay Hardy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
It's now 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second and a couple. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, a 22.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Allen's throw there complete to Hamlin. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 29 yards. And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 15. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Allen now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll try again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bills just continue to roll. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 15. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Here's McLaughlin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Second down and 8. A carry from McLaughlin. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run on first down. McLaughlin. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 23. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bills, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.